In the quiet corners of a small junkyard, a stray cat named Alba tried to keep her family safe. Alba was the mother of 5 tiny kittens, each no larger than her paw. Their bright eyes still unaccustomed to the rough world around them. Navigating a landscape littered with sharp metal edges and hidden dangers, Alba did her best to protect her young ones, but even the most devoted mother cannot control every hazard lurking around them. One day, Alba's life took a turn. A rescuer, who accidentally discovered a mother cat and her kittens in the junkyard, carefully approached Alba's makeshift den, which was just behind a car tyre. Alba's instincts told her to be wary. She'd been in survival mode for so long that trusting humans was difficult. She had seen plenty of people in her life, but none had stopped to help before. This one, though, seemed different. As the rescuer approached, she shielded her kittens with her body, crouching low, her eyes narrowing in suspicion. But this rescuer was patient and moved gently, trying to calm her down. It took some time, but slowly Alba's wariness softened. Enough for the rescuer to carefully move her and her kittens to safety. Once Alba and her babies were safely secured, they were gently transported to a nearby clinic. Here, Alba's story took a turn for the better. She didn't know it yet, but this journey to the clinic was the first step toward a life she'd never experienced. A life where her only worry wouldn't be survival, but learning to relax and trust again. At the clinic, Alba and her kittens received a thorough examination. The medical staff was relieved to find that Alba and her kittens were overall in fair health, though they were clearly in need of some tender, loving care. With several rounds of nutrition and hydration, Alba's health began to stabilise, and her kitten's eyes sparkled with the curiosity and innocence only young animals possess. One of the clinic's main concerns was to test the family for feline diseases that could affect their long-term health. Testing for diseases such as feline infectious peritonitis, FIP, and feline leukemia virus, FELV, is standard procedure for all rescues, as both conditions can be fatal. The tension in the clinic was palpable as the results were awaited. To everyone's relief and excitement, all tests came back negative. Alba and her kittens were healthy, and their chances of finding loving homes had increased exponentially. The clinic staff and rescuer were thrilled. This family had made it through the first major hurdle of their journey. With a clean bill of health, Alba and her kittens began settling into a routine at the clinic. She started to relax, her guarded demeanour softening as she realised that her little family was safe. Alba would sit close to her kittens, watching them with a mother's pride as they tumbled over one another, their tiny paws swatting playfully. Each day Alba grew more trusting, allowing the staff to pet her and even purring quietly during these gentle interactions. She was an excellent mother, grooming her kittens, ensuring they were fed, and wrapping her body around them to keep them warm and secure. Her protective nature never wavered, but as time passed, Alba learned to let her guard down, just a little, to accept the kindness that surrounded her. The kittens, oblivious to the hardships their mother had endured, thrived in the clinic's environment. With regular meals, soft bedding, and plenty of care, they grew rapidly, their tiny frames filling out into playful, healthy young cats. The staff was delighted to see how quickly Alba's kittens adapted to their new surroundings. They chased toys, climbed the small scratching post provided, and learned to wrestle with each other in ways that displayed both their strength and their innocence. The rescuer knew that Alba and her kittens deserved a home where they could continue to thrive. The clinic staff began spreading the word about this beautiful family. Pictures of Alba and her kittens were shared online, and soon, people began to express interest in adopting the kittens. For Alba, finding the right home would be a bit more challenging. She was no longer a young kitten herself, and her years spent in survival mode had left her with a need for patience, understanding, and a calm environment to help her trust again fully. But Alba's gentle spirit, combined with her story of resilience, drew the attention of a compassionate individual who understood her journey. This potential adopter was willing to invest the time and love Alba needed to continue her transition into a life of peace and comfort. One by one, the kittens found loving homes, each adopter eager to welcome a new, playful companion. Alba watched each kitten leave with a mix of pride and sadness, as any mother would. She had nurtured them through tough beginnings, and now, as they moved into homes where they would be cherished, she could rest knowing that her role as a mother had been fulfilled. Finally, it was Alba's turn. Her new adopter came to meet her at the clinic, sitting calmly nearby, allowing Alba to approach at her own pace. This person was patient, soft-spoken, and moved with a gentleness that Alba recognized as kind. Her initial caution slowly melted as she allowed herself to be touched and petted, feeling secure with the presence of this new friend. It was as though Alba understood that she was moving towards something more peaceful and beautiful than anything she had known before. In her new home, Alba settled in gradually. She explored her new surroundings, discovering cozy nooks and sunny windowsills. Her adopter provided her with quiet companionship and reassured her with soft words and gentle touches. Alba began to purr more often, the gentle rumble a testament to her growing sense of trust and belonging. Alba's story is a reminder of the resilience and strength that animals like her possess. From a harsh life in a junkyard where survival was her only goal, Alba had experienced kindness, support, and a chance at a new beginning. Her kittens, who had been born into a world of struggle, now each had a bright future thanks to the rescuer's intervention and the dedication of the clinic staff. For her rescuer, the sight of Alba in a safe and loving home was the ultimate reward. They had saved a family, given 5 kittens a chance at life, and helped a mother cat who had spent her life fighting for survival to finally find peace. The rescuer's hope had always been that Alba and her kittens would be adopted, and now that hope had become a reality. As Alba stretches out in her warm bed, safe in her new home, her story continues to inspire. She may not know the full impact of her journey, but her resilience serves as a beacon of hope for other animals waiting for their own rescues, their own second chances. Alba's life is now filled with warmth, care and love, a far cry from the junkyard where she'd once struggled to protect her babies. In the end, Alba's story shows us that no matter how tough the journey may be, every animal deserves a chance at happiness and safety. For Alba and her kittens, that chance was made possible by compassionate hands, and now they live on as a beautiful reminder of the power of rescue, recovery, and hope. If you enjoyed today's video, consider giving us a like, tell us what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.